Hello everyone and welcome to the AOR Split 2 League Race Round 1 in Australia. I'm joined by my co-commentators Artos and MP Racing.
Hey. Hello.
So, Round 1 was in Australia. It's going to be a good race, I think. Kicking off the brand new season. As you can see, there's no Season 8 podium, Season 7 podium pole because we didn't race here due to technical glitches and stuff with the game. So Artos, how do you think it's going to pan out then? What do you think is going to happen?
Well, of course we got a lot of unknown quantities with a lot of new people joining the split from compared to last season, and also some quite big names moving out of the split as well. Multi 21 and Beyond being the two highest on that list, I would reckon, because well, it was a slightly controversial time trial event before the season, but needless to say they are not in this split, so I don't think it's lost any competitiveness, but we have lost definitely two very good races, and so yeah, definitely there's a lot of quick guys in here, but it's obviously a shame to lose those two.
Yeah, it's a really quick split, really competitive, like you already said. But for the options we have the super soft, medium, inters and wets. We do 29 laps and 16 turns of Albert Park. And now to Justin for the qualifying comparison.
For the side-by-side comparison, we'll be seeing Casimir on the options in the Williams and F1 LS Monster on the primes in the Red Bull, and taking lots of curb over turn 1 and try to carry as much speed onto this second part of, or the second DRS straight, braking just after the 100-meter board for turn 3, avoiding the inside curb and feeding it nicely to the right-hand side to open up turn 4 and then turn 5, and coming to the end of sector 1, we can already see that Chasm has a few tenths of a gap ahead of F1 LS Monster, and heavy over the curb for turn 6 there. That's the fastest way around there, accelerating all the way through turn 8, braking just after the 100-meter board for turn 9, and getting a little bit onto the grass there is Chasm R, but managing to hang on to it and not get any sort of corner cut warnings or anything like that. Approaching turn 11, very high-speed corners, turn 11 and 12 here. You can see Chasm nails that corner beautifully and has pulled out a few more tenths on the prime runner of F1 LS Monster. And approaching turn 13, and again braking very late and nailing that corner, running out a little bit wide, compromising the exit ever so slightly. Through turn 14, braking very late for turn 15, nailing that apex, feeding it around, and just flooring it right around the final corner, turn 16 in the options, and that's going to be good enough for pole position from Chasm R with a 121.280. In the end, he did get pole position, followed by DH1806 in the Caterham, Krister in the Mercedes, and Zomacher in the other Caterham. Row 3 is Silver Arrow in the Ferrari, 3 tenths ahead of Zephyr in the Toro Rosso, followed by MP Racing in the McLaren, Kiku in the Ferrari, Matuz in the second Toro Rosso, Peck F1 in the other Williams, and Sorbetto in the other McLaren. In 12th, we have Chicane on the prime tires, followed by Tarkan and Artos on the options, and finally that Irish guy on the primes as well.
Welcome back, guys. It's the Australian Grand Prix with your commentators Hamish, Artos and MP Racing. There's 51% chance of rain and it's going to be a good race, I think. So Artos, who do you think's going to win?
Yep.
What do you think your podium's going to be? What do you think the podium's going to be?
Oh well, the podium, I don't know. It's so difficult to call, isn't it? This first race of the season. There's so many people who could you know, take those 3 positions that it's really not really fair to single out 3 because obviously anything could happen and anything will happen because this is of course sport and anything can happen in sport. But we come off the line now. It's Chicane. He's been taken around the outside by Tarkan. There's a lovely move there, and as Peck being forced out by MP, but also I think there was another guy at the outside there. There's Krista on the left there, lagging horrendously, but he's also been taken by Tarkan in around the outside again. We see Chicane behind us now. Trying to defend a little bit from Kiku, who's having a nose around the outside, but he's going down into standard mix now. He's taken a fairly late apex, but he's still extending, but Hamish disconnecting there, but of course he disconnected before the race started. So as we see him going incredibly wide, rejoining probably quite dangerously and causing a spin, and he did get a penalty for that. But now we ride on board with Peck, who's profited from that. He's up into 6th place.
Yeah, he's behind Zephyr, also a new guy in Split 2. Yeah, but looks like a little bit of lag in front. But here we are with Chicane behind Sorbetto. He's on the prime tires, so I think Sorbetto is on the option tires. Game was maybe with someone else on the prime tires. The rest was on options, but he's under pressure a little bit from Arthos. It looks like he's going to Rich Mix to have a good run out of that final corner. But Arthos will have a little bit of slipstream, but no, I don't think he can gain enough to overtake Chicane now. And it's all pretty close for now. The field is not really spread out. We have a replay of MP going wide. He locked up and in the gravel and rejoining pretty dangerously and causing a spin. Here we have it from Peck's point of view. Yeah, you can see MP is running wide and just contact with Tarkan there. Cast a spin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, MP. So yeah, now quite an eventful couple of laps. So that's good to see. I just want to apologise. We only have 3 POVs this week. Unfortunately, what we use TeamSpeak, it actually stopped people's recordings when they're trying to sort of mute their mic and or mute sounds going to them, because got some drivers prefer a bit more concentration. Pet going extending a little bit. Doesn't gain you too much time, but it is a small track extend. He's behind Zephyr, who's lagging a bit, but that could be Peck. Coming up now to the penultimate corner. So, option tyres, another corner cut there. Option tyres, I think they only really last about 4 or 5 laps. You don't want to be taking them too much longer. I think a 3-stop is the optimal strategy, but a 2-stop is can work if you get it right. Chicane, of course, starting on the prime tyres, so we're not going to see him coming into a pit until much later on. That's Pet going up on the outside of Zephyr. Now he might even be able to get on the outside of Silver Arrow. Either that or he's going to get a much better run, and he has done. And oh, a tiny bit of contact, not affected any of them. Zephyr's going to try up the inside of Peck. Peck backs out a little bit from that. And it's now MP Racing trying to get 6th position back from Peck as he goes extremely wide, getting onto the dirt, and MP's going to go up the inside. Yes, he is. Guys coming to pits already.
Yep, it was a nice little bit of a opportunistic move from MP there. He saw that Peck just went wide, and he didn't try and make it look too good. He just just went round through the inside there, clean as you like. Thank you very much. That's my place. So we see a replay of Peck profiting also from Zephyr's off-track moment there, and having a look round the outside of Silver, trying to maybe force him into a mistake, but Silver just parks it on the apex. He says, "No thanks, you're not getting through." Peck gives him a little bit of a lag tap, which, I don't think that was anyone's fault there, really. And a little bit of tussling through there, but Peck didn't really gain from that. He's been actually overtaken by Zephyr, and we saw there him going wide. MP cruising up to the back of him, overtaking him on the inside, taking his racing line, clean as you like.
So yeah, that was a nice move, and now MP is behind Silver Arrow. Hoping to get P4, but Peck is also, I think, in DRS range. Yes, he is, but just not enough space to get the position back from MP. But it's pretty close now. It's like a little bit of a train, and now Chicane is behind Peck as well, but more than a second, so he will not have DRS to gain. But he's under pressure of Sorbetto, who is really close to him. And of course Sorbetto is on the option, so will probably have a little bit more grip to the corners, well, or not anymore, because it's for the most people are going to pit this lap because the option tires are just not lasting very long. We are on board with both MP and Silver running a little bit wide on the chicane and trying to go for a move, but no, not enough space, but yeah, very close, as you can see. And you can see the tires from MP pretty bad. He could do another lap, but lost him too much time. And almost everyone is going into pits this lap, it looks like.
Yeah,
see how that goes.
Lap 4, clearly would be optimal time to pit. And oh dear, it looks like Peck's going to get held up by his teammate Chaz. That's awful news for Peck. And that means MP and Silver Arrow are going to get a massive jump on Peck. It's not going to affect Chaz. Of course, he's battling for the win with DH at the moment. So yeah, very unfortunate there for Peck getting held up. I'd hate to see what his pit stop time is before he loses any more time. And you can't even see DH has just ran away there from chicane. To be fair to chicane, DH is on the options and he was on the primes. So around about now, we should start to see chicane closing in the gap on DH. But Chaz, I think if he wasn't in the lead, he will be now with an undercut. So by that all, it's just a different strategy. Maybe DH is going to try 2 stops, see if he can get that to work. On board now with MP in 11th place, just outside the points. However, there's been quite a few drivers coming into the pits now with chicane. Coming to the penultimate corner, going to lead. That suggests he's going into the pits. Yes, he is. So it'll be interesting to see where he comes out after this pit stop stage, pitting in on lap 9. Ideally, he'll want to be. He'll want to. No, I was going to say he wants to be going on at least another 10 laps on these prime tyres, but he's probably not doing a 2-stop.
Yeah, I would think that with the 51% chance of rain that we've got, don't forget that a lot of drivers are banking on not having to use too many sets of the slower prime tyre. Maybe getting even one set to stretch until maybe the rain falls. But we'll have to see, as MP hitting his apex there and getting, I don't know, a bit of a slide on the exit, closing up on Silver, who took a slightly less than optimal line through those corners, as he's now closed right up to the back. And the field is spread out a bit now after the pit stops. We've had obviously people being held up, and to lose his connection there. Very unlucky for him. He was lagging a fair bit right up until this point for everyone, I think. But as we see, MP maybe fallen back slightly from Silver, but he takes that corner nice. He's just clipping the bollard, but he doesn't lose any time. And look at the straight line speed advantage he's got on Silver now down through this straight, having to brake now for this double right-hander. Track extending a tiny bit, but doesn't get a warning from it. Chicane now up in 8th due to Peck's being held up at the pit stop. Taking down Kiku, who is also now on the prime tyres. Of course, Chicane started on the prime tyres, so he's actually gained 3 or 4 places from his grid position, which is a very good thing. And he's got DRS on Kiku now, and he's going around the outside, but Kiku brakes later than him, and he just shuts the door. But he does go wide, which means that Chicane's going to have a run on him down here, and he does have DRS as well. Does he have the straight line speed advantage? It doesn't quite look like he does, but then braking down here. Gonna maybe try it. No, he's going to try an undercut, but Kiku just carrying too much speed through there, can't get the move done. And Chicane trying another undercut, but of course Kiku, very experienced racer, as he's weaving about, trying to force him into an error. But Kiku keeping a cool head. Well, as I say that, running wide, but Kiku, very smart defending there, just not making any mistakes, as he's kept the position, and Chicane fallen back slightly. You're going to have to try again on the next lap.
And looks like Kiku's actually gaining on MP and Silver, battling in front as well. Of course, it's not a really big track. Overtaking is pretty hard at some point, so you can lose a lot of time battling with other people. and I think Kiku is may have a little advantage on that. But here we can see in the braking zone is MP gaining a lot on Silver Arrow actually. Kiku is also closing and chicane as well. You can see it's a little bit of a train behind. But Silver Arrow is actually going to pit already, so I think his tires are off already. It's pretty early, I think. I don't know exactly when the rest of the field is going to pit, but it looks like a few laps later. But of course, people may stretching the tires out pretty long to wait for the rain and then go maybe on inters with the best strategy possible, but I don't know exactly how long to do that. I think the most people have to pit another time. We will see. But it looks like MP has a little bit of a gap now between Kiku and Chicane there. So if he doesn't make mistakes, hopefully he's fine. You're right on board with Chicane, who's right behind Kiku. Still, nothing really changed. May have a run in the slipstream now. Or no, I don't think so, but Kiku's too far away. Yeah, he's 5/10 up on his previous time, so of course he's gaining a little bit, but nothing really happening now, and I think most people are going to pit soon as well, so we will see how that will go, if there are people being held up or not. And yes, indeed, MP is going to pit, and Kiku and Chicane are both doing a lap more. Maybe Chicane has a run on Kiku now. It looks like Kiku is DRS, but same with Chicane. He's going around the inside and side by side. They are really close. Luckily, no contact, and well, Kiku is still defending really good. Chicane isn't passed yet, but will he get him here in the inside? Well, he does. No, not. Really nice battle there. Chicane runs a little bit wide. It's really tight there, and well, again a little bit of side contact, but nothing too serious. Kiku runs wide there, and Chicane got the move into P4. So nice battling there. A little bit of contact, but of course it can happen when you are in such a tight part of the track.
Yes, and saying that, MP, it looks like a Red Bull, I think it was, is also battling with Kiku. So it looks like Kiku's getting into the wars a bit. I'm not sure what his tyres are like. Of course, Chicane has much fresher tyres than Kiku. I believe he started on the options. So yeah, quite some pretty good battling there for the first couple of sectors between Chicane and Kiku. Now fourth behind Zephyr, who is in third, and talking about third, Zephyr's now into the pits. So Chicane, he's stuck it into Rich, making sure that no one can overtake him, as we got a point of view from Peck. Is that Peck coming into the pits? Yes, it is. He's coming into pits now. Hopefully this time he won't get held up by his teammates. So if I was Peck, I'd be putting on the prime tyres now, and hope that the rain comes at the right time.
Indeed, yes, and he is doing exactly that. He's on the white wall tyres on lap 14 of 29. So we're effectively just about at the halfway point right now, and still not really any sign of rain. So interesting, that 51% chance doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to rain for 51% of the race. But yeah. We come down here, it's definitely looking cloudy, but you see Peck coming out in nice clear air. No, there's not really anyone anywhere near him, as you've got Artos way down the road behind him, just coming into the pits now. 22.1 seconds behind, and Kiku another, well, 10 odd seconds maybe in front of him. We'll see as he passes this. Yeah, there we go. That was a nice prediction, wasn't it? 9.966, so... As we see MP now having a little tussle with Silver Arrow, he's maybe going around the outside. This isn't really a
this is
overtaking
amazing
spot, and it is amazing, but unfortunately he did get slowed down on the curb there on the inside and had to concede the position back to Silver Arrow. But nice side-by-side racing there, not somewhere where you'd really usually think to see some overtaking, but MP Racing points to him for as that's what we like to see. We like to see side-by-side action. and maybe lining up a nice exit. A little bit of a twitch on the in the middle of turn, the last turn there, but he's got a bit of straight line speed on Silver. He's going to duck it up the inside, and he's going to brake really late, and he's going to clip the apex, and he's going to take that position. Very nice. He's going to have DRS here, and he's going to try and defend his position from Silver, who's probably going to be using a lot of Kers. MP also using Kers just to defend, and hitting his apex there. Silver still not really falling back, but MP taking that position cleanly, fairly, and up into P7. So it's lap 15. As now we ride on board with Peck, as Sorbetto having a little bit of a moment there. Ooh, having a little bit of a twitch also on the exit of that corner. Taking a lot of curb. He's putting it up to Rich. You can smell an overtake coming. He's of course, Sorbetto in a points position, going very wide there. As now he's 23 seconds ahead of Artos. So breaking down here. Good apex there from Peck, and he's lining up a pass. He's maybe just about in the slipstream of Sorbetto. Could maybe try on the pit straight and the straight after that for an overtake if he can get close enough. And he cuts that corner quite a lot. Don't really want to be doing that. Is that signs of rain? I'm not sure.
I think it was Artos. Just
maybe seeing a few flecks, and Sorbetto going really wide. Peck now right up into his gearbox, and that is definitely rain. I can see there, very, very slight rain, but rain nonetheless. So drivers going to be furiously calculating in their heads. Can they get a set of inters? Well, we've got that's 13 laps left of the Grand Prix. I don't think a set of inters, even in these conditions, are gonna last. But yeah, we'll hand over to MP as you take us through here. Oh,
yeah,
he
and
runs really
a
wide.
little bit of leg contact there from Peck, but yeah, that can happen. But nothing too serious. So he's got the position into P10, so that's a nice point position. And he will ride on board with MP going for well, maybe not his final pit stop, but right behind Kiku for the prime tires again. And
very interesting move.
Will they last the whole race, or will the rain fall time to put on the intermediates? That's the question now. It's really a gamble pretty much for the drivers. Of course the prime tires will last until the end, but if the rain comes really fast, then may have to put on the intermediates. That's really the question here. But now Peck is in P9 behind MP, and well, rain looks pretty more rain on his screen, and you can see a little bit of a moment there for Peck. Almost lost it, and he's selecting the intermediate for his next stop. So
yeah,
gonna be interesting how that's gonna pan out.
Just want to cut in there, MP. It looks like, yeah, MP definitely MP Racing, of course, in-game MP Racing, not commentary MP Racing. Of course, I think he made a slight mistake, and that's someone on the intermediate tires already. I'm not sure who that is. It's not Kiku, but they're going very close. Tiny bit of lag, and it's Irish guy. MP's going off the inside of both of them. That's incredible. So it looks like, yeah, I agree with you there, MP. It looks like you've got a lot less rain on your screen than Peck has on his. However, I think it's about the same now. So it'll be interesting to see if MP Racing stays out. Oh wow!
That was a horrific cut from Peck there.
Yeah.
For the penultimate corner.
Yeah, of course, Peck is on the racing on the pad, so it's a little bit different than people on the wheel. The corners are pretty hard to judge.
Oh, he goes wide.
But he goes a little bit wide, and I think may have run on him. Well, not really, but you can see this sector is pretty pretty wet,
isn't it?
You can see the spray off the tires, so drivers have to
There's another massive moment,
and there
doesn't he?
goes Kiku around the outside. But yeah, this sector is really wet, so the drivers, like Chicane already did, have to put on the enter soon if they want to maintain position. I think.
Yeah.
Yep, they will indeed. As Chicane, I don't think it doesn't look like he's struggling too much with his inters, but definitely the dry tire seems still to be fairly drivable, but it's not going to be for very much longer. A lap at most. Let's see. I think Sorbetto is on the prime tyre right now. We'll see about the gap when we next come over to cross the finish line. As MP still on the primes. Who's that ahead? That is Chicane, and he is on the intermediates. And it looks like MP closing up to the back. Chicane running really wide through there. So still not intermediate territory, at least in the final sector anyway. As we see Kiku as well coming past Chicane. Definitely not time for intermediates. He does a 1 minute 32.6. Which isn't a very good lap at all, seeing as his best is 1 minute 25. You can't factor in the rain, but you see now Peck also having maybe a little look up Chicane. His tyres getting slightly cold. It's definitely intermediate conditions in this first sector. Look at the visor. There's water all over it.
Yeah.
Spray everywhere. He's losing the back end. He's kept it in check, but definitely intermediate conditions in that first sector. The other two sectors, however, maybe not so much, as we see Chicane pulling away in that first sector. Big cut there from Peck. I'm surprised he hasn't got a penalty yet with all these corner cuts he's making. But behind him, there's not really anyone. And Chicane on intermediates, he's getting into this this middle sector now. It's and into the last sector even. Let's see how his grip is through here. He's having to slow right down. Look, as now it's Peck all over the back of him, and he's going to have the traction out. Chicane lagging a tiny bit, but I reckon Peck's going to have the grip down if the braking zone he is indeed, and he takes that position.
Yeah, very nice corner there from Peck. To be fair to Peck and all the other drivers, with these interchangeable conditions, it is very difficult, especially not to understeer, braking too early, taking the corner too early. We can see Peck coming in to the pits, almost definitely for intermediates. He's not going to put on the wets. And we also see MP, who is also at the current time putting on the intermediates, and actually I think Peck may have even closed the gap just a tiny bit to MP, because we did see he was getting held up quite a lot on board with Chicane, who's been on the intermediates longer than I think he was the first person. No, that's wrong, he wasn't first person. Irish guy was the first person, or F1 LS I think was the first person to go on the intermediates. Then it was Chicane. Anyway, I think all the drivers have followed them now. Zomac is still not on the intermediate tyres, so he's obviously making something out of the tyres he has. A couple of drivers may be going on to the wrong strategy, putting on the primes when they could have potentially put on the options, but it is very hard to judge. Peck going around the outside of Zomac, so fairly easy on the inters. But yeah, we can see MP Racing's point of view in the bottom left, so if you want to check out how he's doing, just keep your eye on that.
Yep.
Yes.
No, go on, MP.
Oh, and we see now Peck, pretty close behind F1 LS Monster, and a little bit of lag there. I thought he was going by, but that was lag. Well, he may. Oh no, that's a lot of lag there. So it's hard for Peck to overtake him now, but it's just hard to judge where he is. There you can. He's
what's
lag.
happening there?
Really a lot of lag there. I think it's really annoying for Peck. You can just don't know where he is basically. But now there's no lag, and you can see Peck's really close. A little bit of a moment there, but few laps to go, and we'll see if he can make the move. That's a third penalty of corner cutting. So yeah, if Peck makes the move, it doesn't really matter where about position, because he has now 30-second penalties, and hits the ball out there, and it's really weird to see this because the Red Bull is lagging a bit, and then they are side by side, and then he's a second further away again, and Peck running really wide there, and it's gonna be hard for Peck to maybe overtake him. The final few laps.
Yeah. On board now with Chicane in fourth. That's quite a quite an advance from his starting position. I apologise, I have forgotten where he did start, but I think it was around 11th place.
It was 11th or 12th, wasn't it?
Yes, I think you're
doing
correct.
very well at the moment.
So yeah, behind Sorberto in 4th. Sorberto, of course, came in late last season, and he's shown some excellent performance since India, really. So he's shown some very good performance. It looks like Kiku's gone round wide. Peck's got the position. He is now behind F1 LS Monster, or Thomas as you refer, and that is insane amounts of lag. It might be because Peck's lagging and Thomas is also lagging, so it might be a bit of both. And well, I think it's going to be quite interesting to see how it pans out. Peck going very wide.
Yeah, he does. He loses the back end. Chaz taking the win from, I think it was 2nd or 3rd position on the grid, so very good from him, seeing that he was down in 4th place.
He actually got pole
by the opening couple of... Oh, did he get pole?
Yeah,
he may well have got pole. I can't remember, but he was indeed... he was down in 4th as at the end of the first couple of laps, and we see just Chicane drifting it around the final corner there, overtaking someone on the last corner, I think it was on Primes. And he comes around to finish the race, riding on board with MP Racing now. As we come home to finish this race. He's moving over to the pit wall. He's got points, and Peck going to come in just behind Irish guy. So that's unfortunate. He couldn't maybe gain a couple more points, but that would be the race. That is the race, and moving on to the results now. The full results. We have Chasma taking out the win in the Williams Renault, a time of 42 minutes 46 seconds. 0.646 for the full 25 points, 2.388 seconds ahead of DH 1806, and Zephyr rounding out the final podium spot in the Scuderia Toro Rosso Ferrari, a further 12 seconds behind Chasma. Sorberto taking a well-deserved 4th in the McLaren Mercedes, Kane 5th, Irish Guy is 6th, MP Racing 7th, Kiku 8th, Artos 9th, Domaka 10th. He was staying on the option tyres, I think, at the end, and was overtaken on the last corner by Artos for 9th position. Peck with a 40-second penalty, you see there, for corner cutting. That was absolutely atrocious.
Just
from
want
him.
to cut in there very quickly, Artos. Records have been broken at the start of the season by Peck. He's actually accumulated the most penalties ever by a driver in their first race. So well done to Peck there.
Not a record you want, is it? But,
it's not the record you want.
I suppose, well, it's not a congratulations, but it is a new record. As the last car not to be lapped, Tarkin and Silver Arrow been lapped by Chasma. Silver Arrow down in 13th. Of course, the championship winner last year down in 13th position for the first race of the season. This does not bode well for his championship chances this year. And we see Krista, Hamish and Matthews all disconnecting, with Chasma the fastest lap of 1 minute 24.1.
Yeah. As we move on to the Drivers' Championship now, it's fairly standard stuff really. All it is the order of the race. So we've got Chaz, DH 1806, Zephyr, Sorberto, Chicane, Irish Guy, MP Racing, Kiku, Artos, Zomaka, Peck, Tarkin, Silver, Krista, Hamish, Ben, I haven't learned the names. So
Matthews, I think it is.
Matthews, yeah, that is correct. So yeah, fairly standard stuff really. So the championship will look much better for the next race, I think, and it'll give us more of an idea. Now over to MP for the constructors.
And first we have Williams Renault with 25 points from Chaz, of course. Then we have Caterham Renault with 19 points. Then McLaren Mercedes 18 points, pretty close to Caterham. Then Toro Rosso Ferrari with 15. Then Mercedes in 5 with 10 points. Then Red Bull Racing in 6th place with 8 points. Then Ferrari with 4 points. And Sauber Ferrari with 2 points. So the top 5 is pretty close. And of course it will be different in the next race in Malaysia.
Yeah, I just want to button there quickly. Ferrari, they were of course a team that came second last year. The Mercedes, it's the same team, same drivers, different team. That is a team of Silver Arrow and Kiku. So it's unusual to see them score such low points. But we'll have to see if they if they improve later on. Anyway, guys,
Yep.
I'm not
Definitely,
going to...
this is the start of the season. Obviously, I just want to butt in here. This is the
Very
start of the
rude.
season. First race, you can't pin any championship predictions on the first race, as we've seen many times over the years. But yep, and that has been Australia.
Yep.
And I hope you very much enjoyed watching. We very much enjoyed commentating over it. As I'd like to thank our guest commentator MP Racing for commentating with us.
No problem.
Yep, and of course I'll leave Hamish with the final word.
Wow, well, there we go. I've got the final word then. I don't know what to say, really. Of course, as always, thank you, Artos. Thank you, MP. Join me next time for the next highlights race. It will be China, not Malaysia. First couple of races, I'm going to be doing one every other race because of exams and stuff. But anyway, join us next time for China, and hopefully that's going to be a good race. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah.